Welcome to the third video in a series on enlargements. Make sure that before watching this video you've watched enlargements number 1 and number 2, just so all of the things that we talk about make sense to you. Okay, let's get started. So in this example, I need to describe fully the single transformation which takes shape A onto shape B. Now to do this, I'm going to need to first of all look at the problem and see if I can decide which of the 4 types of transformation has occurred. Is it a translation, a rotation, a reflection, or an enlargement? Hopefully you can see that shape B is an enlarged version of shape A. So the first thing I'm going to say is that this is an enlargement. The next thing I need to do is to consider how much bigger it's actually got. So I can see by looking at this right hand side, and I can take any of the lengths I want as long as they match up, but I can see from looking at this that it's gone from 3 tall in shape A to 9 units tall in shape B. This means that there is a scale factor of 3. In other words, shape B is 3 times bigger than it was in shape A. The final thing I need to say is I need to give a centre of enlargement. Now to do this I'm going to use some ray lines, but before I do that I need to find corresponding points on this shape. So if I pick 2 points that correspond in both shapes and join them up with a straight line, and then do the same with a further 2 points, so these 2 here I've chosen, join them up with a straight line, you will notice that these 2 lines, these ray lines, intersect at a particular point. They intersect at the point 2, 3, which is our centre of enlargement. Now I could draw ray lines from the other 2 pairs of corresponding points. They would go through the centre of enlargement as well. So I've said that it's an enlargement, scale factor 3, with a centre of enlargement at the point 2, 3. In this second example, I've changed the shape around slightly, made it a little bit more confusing. We're going to need to do the same thing though. Describe fully the single transformation which takes shape A onto shape B. Now again, I can see that this is an enlargement. Shape B is clearly a bigger version of shape A, so the first thing I'm going to say is an enlargement. Then I'm going to need to compare some lengths. A bit trickier on this one because of the nature of the shape, so what I've done is I've decided to take the whole length of the shape and compare it to the whole length in shape B. And I can see that the scale factor here is 2. The next thing I'm going to need is to identify the centre of enlargement. So same as before, I'm going to draw on some ray lines, and I can add in a third one as well just to be sure because the shape is a little bit tricky, but I can see that the centre of enlargement here is at the point 0, 0. So I've said my 3 things which enable me to describe fully the single transformation. Pause the video here, have a go at this one yourself, hit play when you're ready to see the full explanation. Okay, so the single transformation which takes shape A onto shape B, it's an enlargement of scale factor 2, B is twice as big, and if you trace your ray lines back, the centre of enlargement is at 0, 0. Here's a second one for you to practice. Pause the video here, hit play when you're ready to see the full description. Okay, so again I can see that shape B is an enlarged version of shape A, so it's an enlargement. This time the scale factor is 3, and the centre of enlargement, if I trace my ray lines back, is at the point 117. If you're wondering where to go next, the next and final video in this series is enlargement number 4. Don't forget to subscribe to Maths Made Easy. Thanks for watching.